NHL panel is here. DraftKings contributor Geoff, Ulrich, and RotoWire's Bruno breaking down tonight's 5-game NHL slate, a.k.a. NHL opening Faceoff. Woohoo! So let's find out. Geoff, who are you going to be paying up for in DFS tonight?
Yeah, it's Nathan MacKinnon. We have the Oilers top centers on the slate as well, but it's just such a difference in matchup between the Detroit Red Wings and the Tampa Bay Lightning. I mean, Detroit is bottom 10 in terms of like scoring chances allowed, penalty kill. And I mean, McDavid is $700 more expensive than MacKinnon. He really hasn't been playing better than MacKinnon to warrant that at all. Nate the Great coming off, 2 goals in his last 2 games as well. The shot volume is always better with MacKinnon for the most part over McDavid. So this one is pretty straightforward. You pay up for Nathan MacKinnon tonight because the Avalanche, just as an offense and as a team too, I think they're going to be in a bit of a foul mood after getting slammed on President's Day by the Boston Bruins 5-1. And now they get a Detroit team who they put up 7 goals against a couple months ago. I think you're probably going to see another big goal total. I would start with MacKinnon today.
All right, Paul, who are you laying down the cash for?
I'm kind of with Geoff here, but I'm going to fade MacKinnon and take both his wingers. I'd like to try and get as much of the Colorado top line as I can in there. And the fact is, you'll save money by going to Rantanen costing $7,200 and Landeskog at $6,200. They're both playing at a better than point per game pace all year. And I agree with what Geoff said. They'll be smarting from getting that spanking in Boston, and they'll take it out on a Detroit team that's woefully underprepared and got a long injury list too. Kyle Connor's another guy that I'm looking at in a game at Dallas. This is a rematch of a game that happened a week ago. It was a high-scoring, high-event game, and I look for a similar thing, and that's just Kyle Connor's cup of tea. He's got 11 points and 41 shots on goal in his last 10 games. I say both numbers go up tonight. And then finally, if you don't like the stack in Colorado, how about Tampa and Edmonton? The Oilers are going to be fielding the 2 guys that cost more, but I think I'd rather go with Point and Stamkos in a stack too, considering they're $6,800 and $6,200 respectively. The star power is equal, maybe even in Tampa's favor when you consider the depth that they have there. So, and I also worry about the Edmonton goaltending. So I think I lean in Tampa's stars tonight there.
How many linesmen will Nathan MacKinnon slash tonight? Looking forward to that. Best value play in DFS, Paul?
Well, I mentioned the Tampa forward line. The third guy is the cheap guy there, $4,400 for Andre Palat riding shotgun with the other 2 big guns. I think he's overdue to join their points party. And I've also spoken in recent weeks how I like Val Nichushkin fitting into Colorado's top 6, and he's got 7 points and 33 shots on goal in his last 10 games. So I try to fit him in for $4,300 tonight too. And I'm going to hold my nose and say Cole Caulfield looks like the weight of the world has come off his shoulders in the last few games. The coaching change in Montreal really going straight to this guy's head and his feet. He's on a tear with 6 points in his last 3 games, and I think he has a chance to fatten up those stats against the Sabres club that's given up 15 goals in their most recent 3-game losing streak.
Jeffrey.
I mean, I'm going to target the same teams Paul did. I mean, I think the best value tonight is definitely with the Montreal Canadiens. You can stack their entire line. Every single guy is under 5K. I mean, Nick Suzuki's $4,900. Josh Anderson coming off, a big multi-goal game. He's $3,300. He's a shoot-first player. And Cole Caulfield, probably my favorite as well. Again, this guy was shooting at like a 5% pace or something at the start of the year. Yeah, Paul's right. No Tyler Toffoli. The pressure is off in Montreal. Let's not forget, this Montreal team, they went a long way in the playoffs last year. I don't think they're quite as bad as they've shown this year. They've just been dealt some really bad cards. Would not shock me to see them go on just a nice little run to end the year. But I also like Alex Killorn of the Tampa Bay Lightning. They got a massive implied goal total. Targeting their top 6 is never a bad thing. Killorn's almost a point per game player. He's only 4,200. Gets you exposure to the top line power play. The Oilers' goaltending is a mess. I mean, they're probably going to allow like 5 goals tonight. So Killorn, good value there too.
All right, real quick on this one. Favorite goal total on the DK Sportsbook, Geoff?
Over in the Colorado-Detroit game. I don't know why this is at 6. Like we already mentioned, Detroit's terrible defensively. Colorado might hit this on their own.
Paul, what do you think?
I agree with him there, and I also will go back to Dallas and Winnipeg. They combined for 7 goals last week. I think you see a repeat for that. Go to the alternate line of 6.5 and take the over for a 125 payoff.
All right, quick on this one too, so producer Drew doesn't hit me. Favorite puck or money line, Paul?
I like the puck line play for Buffalo minus 1.5 for a 215 payoff. It's too good to pass up. I know the Habs are on a win streak, but Buffalo's been scoring a lot lately too. I also like the way the Kings are rolling with their offense kicking into gear over the last 10 outings, resulting in a 6-2-2 record. Teams meeting for the second of a home and away set that began with a 5-3 LA win at home. I think they repeat that and collect on the plus 115 payoff, taking the Kings to win minus 1.5.
Geoff, bring us home.
Well, I'm going against Paul's. Hopefully I don't get kicked off the show. Montreal at home, minus 110. I like the value. Buffalo only has 8 wins and 25 road starts this year. Montreal's playing well. I like them on the money line.